I also like this when you said, we live through the hero as he goes on his quest or fulfills his appointed mission, but we also seek to have the story played out in our own lives. So could it be that all of us, especially people of God, secretly desire to be the hero that God has appointed and anointed us to go and do certain spiritual task?
I do believe that. A lot of my students, I'm a college professor, a lot of my students like to say they want to be the best version of themselves. In fact, last week I spent hours and hours grading tests on the Iliad, where they had to write about a hero, either Achilles or Hector, and compare themselves to that hero. What virtues do you have? What vices do you have? And I think we want to be that hero. And, I won't go into this really long, but a lot of Christians, we struggle. How old is the earth? 6,000 years old, 6 billion years, back and forth. But you know what? The important thing, Nicola, is that Abraham, which is really the beginning of God's very direct work in the world leading up to Jesus, that's only 4,000 years ago. So most of the Bible from Genesis 12 to now has only been 4,000 years. So our life, what we do in our life, fulfilling the mission that God, the vocation. And remember, vocation is Latin for calling. Today, we think of it in totally secular terms, but the word vocation was popularized partly by Martin Luther. We are all have a calling on our life that we must fulfill. And again, between us and Abraham, only 4,000 years. If I live to the age of 80, my life will make up 2% of that figure of 4,000 years. So our lives are meaningful and they're very much a part of God's meta narrative or greater story.